Hello traders, today is Tuesday, August 22nd. I'm going to cover a little bit about the roadmap software. We do a live stream every morning where we showcase the trades, especially using the roadmap. So that's what I'm going to do today in case you missed the live stream, kind of covering in a short amount of time what happened and how the software can help us as traders. Before we begin, remember that trading is risky. Please don't trade with funds you cannot afford to lose. There are risks involved with day trading. So if you take a look here at what you're seeing, the idea behind the roadmap zones is to allow us first to know where not to trade as a filter. So as the market reaches the zone A, and it's in blue, which means that as the market goes up to the long side, this is an area of resistance, and you're going to see something happen typically in this area, especially if the market is a little bit on the normal side, not too fast. It may pause and reverse. So if you entered long right at this area, as the market went up, thinking your moving averages crossed, your MACD is long, all of the indicators, conventional indicators that exist out there are indicating to go long, this counteracts that. It's a great filter. And the same thing is happening now on the short side. As the market goes down, that zone A down, which is in red, is indicating that if the market lands in this zone or comes very close to it or touches it and begins to bounce off of it, what we're going to see is a few things. We're going to see a signal to enter long, so it's bouncing off of support. That's number one. Number two, it tells you if you're about to take a short trade, about to sell the market, not to, because you may get completely run over by the traders that are now reversing it and heading it higher. So even though you see that very large red candle, you see the doji, you see a red candle, you're almost assuming or thinking to yourself, well, what a great opportunity here to go short, because now is the time to go short. And that may be true, but we can't take out of the equation an outside influence, an outside pressure, let's say, that is overtaking all of the sellers. And so that's what the roadmap is showing you. It's showing you that if it trades in this area and trades in this zone, we're going to expect that either the market to pause, to stall, and possibly reverse. Now, let's say that it doesn't reverse. Let's say that it goes through the zone and just keeps on going beyond 44.12, 44.10, 44.08. That's great, because that tells me that the zone, the support, has been broken. It's no longer relevant. I can now go short. If I wanted to, I can go long if there's something that tells me to go long. But I'm not concerned with support stopping the trade and reversing it on me. So the reason why this is important is because I want to make sure that I'm not going against the overall power behind these trades. So we can see the market going down, we can see all these red bars, we can see all of these candles, but the roadmap zone at that price, at that area, something happens. And what we typically see, and technically speaking, that if there's profit taking, that's how this works, if there's profit taking, these traders that went short are now taking profit, and it reverses the market. Now I'm going to show you another example here. So this is about half hour later, and the same thing is true. You can see the market almost reached the zone B on top a little bit earlier, went down to zone A at about 11:10, 11:13, 11:14 in the morning, and so it's zigzagging and flip-flopping, and that's great. So whenever the market is chopping around, the roadmap is fantastic because it goes up, reverses, goes down, reverses, goes up, reverses. So the roadmap, when it comes to a choppy day or choppy market, is one of the best tools you could use for that reason, because it keeps you out of thinking there's a trend, I'm going to hold on to a trade, and then it reverses on you. Now, as the market goes down here, and again, we have this live streamed in the morning, so you can probably watch this live every morning if you'd like. Just make sure that you're subscribed to the DayTradeToWin channel, as well as notified with that bell notification. You see that the market landed and traded in the zone. Okay, so the price traded within the zone. So what does that mean? If I'm going to take a short trade, at least let it penetrate and go through the zone. Allow it to break through to the other side and continue through it. And that way I can continue to sell it. I can add a position. I can get in. So think of it first as a filter, not to go short until it breaks through the zone A down where we're at right now. But instead, what you're seeing is it landed in the zone. A lot of traders, I guarantee, went short thinking that those 3 large red candles are indicating time to sell or we're heading back down. But instead, what you're seeing is it landed in the zone and immediately it's reversing. So use it as a filter. And what we're going to see now as soon as this candle closes is a signal. The software produces this signal. It's a roadmap signal long, indicating that it landed in the zone and now we're coming off of it. And we have these candles now that are clearly bouncing off of the zone. We have some rules along with it, so I don't want to enter too far away from the zone. That's important, right? Because we don't want to enter after it makes a big bounce in the opposite direction. But if it's close enough to the zone where it's starting to come off of it, it's almost as if it's the new leg of the journey, the new leg of the move back up, or a new leg to the upside as we head higher. So that's the idea. A quick overview of the live stream that you saw, so you don't have to watch 2 hours of the live stream, which this all happens live for everybody to see. Or you can see it here in 5-6 minutes where these actual signals are occurring, the filter is happening. Now I don't know how high or how long to the upside the market's going to go, but definitely don't allow this market to turn around and penetrate below the zone or back in the zone. That would be a great place to have your stop or your trailing stop, or to take profit at break even. So we really don't want to have the market now turn around and come back into zone A where it's coming from, especially break that pivot of that lowest low candle that you see there. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen. It looks like the market is heading back up. And again, I think this is something that a lot of traders forget about when it comes to trading. It's not just following a conventional indicator, moving average, crossovers, MACDs, that kind of stuff, stochastic. There is an outside force that pushes the market in one direction or another, and it's basically created by profit taking because there's accumulation of contracts that now have to be closed out, and it's a large amount of contracts that hit right at the same time. Now the same thing is happening now to the upside. If the market goes up, lands in zone A, don't go long, get out of your long position, use it as a target, use it as a filter, and then you'll see if it doesn't go through it, it'll reverse and come back down. So a great way to trade choppy markets as well as breakouts. Now we include the roadmap with mentorship. Accelerated mentorship is the best value package. It includes all the software and courses with lifetime licenses. If you have any questions, visit DayTradeToWin.com, and I'll see everyone at the live stream, and I'll see everyone at the next video. If you're new to day trading and want to learn more on the benefits of trading the markets, visit DayTradeToWin.com, join the next mentorship class starting later this month, and subscribe to the Day Trade to Win YouTube channel. We focus on price action and we work exclusively with new and beginner traders who want to learn more on how to prosper from trading.